Hey guys, we are back for our first official Q&A.
Yep. Thank you for sending out all these questions.
I thought we were gonna get like 5 questions, and we got a lot, so
There's
we're
60
excited.
comments. I mean, majority of them are questions, so.
Yes. So let's just jump right into it because there's a lot and we want to cover most of them. So our first most popular question is, what are our goals with YouTube and in life for 2018? And I honestly have a lot of goals this year.
Yes.
With the twins being older, it's kind of time to focus on what we want to do and incorporate them too, of course. But our biggest goal is to grow our YouTube channel, which we are so shocked at how supportive you guys are already.
It's been so crazy. It's been a month since we've been back doing this,
Yeah.
and we're getting close to hitting 12,000 subscribers.
Yeah, it's just, it blows our mind every day. And I honestly didn't think that I was gonna have such a connection with you guys. I just figured it was like, okay, like we're gonna get subscribers and then that's that. But you guys have an impact on our life. I'm just very grateful for you guys.
For sure. You
And
guys, it's awesome to see you guys' comments, and
yeah,
I try and read them as much as possible while I'm at work and stuff like that, and to see, you know.
and we'll text each other about it. Like, did you see what this person said? That's so sweet. And
It's really awesome. Like, we appreciate all the, you know, the love and support from you guys.
don't make me laugh.
I know. But yeah, so I think the main goal is just to like blow this thing up for sure, and just
Have fun with it.
Yeah, like Chrissy said, not the kids that are like getting older and like doing their own thing. I mean, they're 2 and 5, but it's just like they're getting more independent. So it makes it more fun for us because we can.
And we get to see them grow in our YouTube channel too, like them learning words and everything.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna basically watch them grow up just as much as we're watching them. So that in itself is a really cool experience, and just the main goal is to create awesome content that you guys love.
Our next goal, I feel, just to get back on meal planning and just be a better mom and spouse, and just like every day, just grow as an individual as well.
One thing that I want to do is definitely be the generic New Year's thing, is to get back into shape.
Where does Ryan work at?
So, we've answered this before, I think, but definitely we've had some new subscribers. So, I work for Verizon Wireless. I'm in the wireless industry. I have been for over 3.5 years now.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
Almost 4 years.
Yeah, and super duper grateful for my job. I love it. It's stressful some days, but then again, all work is.
It's very rewarding.
It's rewarding though, like.
And I get to stay at home, so.
Yeah, the fact that, yeah, so we can live off of one income, which is great. Like, I really don't have anything bad to say about working for Verizon Wireless.
Okay, how did you find out you were pregnant both times?
So we were 18.
We just got out of high school. I almost said college.
Yeah, we just got out of high school, so we graduated June, and then that same year in November is when Chrissy found out that she was pregnant with Aubrey. That was a very stressful time.
It was crazy.
Yeah. It was.
Do you still want to make a separate video about that, or just talk about it in here?
We can talk about it.
Okay, so it was crazy when I found out that I was pregnant. It was we were kind of like joking about it, like, oh, I think that I'm pregnant, ha ha ha, like, no, I'm not. I found out actually in beauty school, bought a test and took the pregnancy test at school and found out I was pregnant. It was the longest couple minutes of my life standing there in the bathroom, and like it switched to pregnant, and I was like, this is a joke, like this thing is wrong, it can't be, I'm not pregnant. That's so crazy, because I think you just feel like you're invincible at a young age, and it happened. And it was just crazy. And I called Ryan on the way home, and I think you were just in shock. I don't think he said much.
I was this was back in, I was working at Foot Locker at the time, so she called me while I was at work, and very stressful.
Yeah, we told few people, and Ryan actually kept it a secret from his family until I was 6 months.
Yeah, I was really...
We found out the gender and everything, and Ryan still kept it a secret.
Yeah.
Life has changed a lot since then.
I was in a very young person's mindset, obviously. I was 18.
Yeah.
I was very selfish, I'll admit. Like, during that time, it was really rough between Chrissy and me, but...
It was ugly.
It was ugly. I'm very, like, ashamed of myself to have acted the way that I did when we found out, like, she was pregnant. Like, it's definitely, like, it was an ugly me. Definitely, like...
Yeah. That wasn't the real him, and I think everybody knew that.
Yeah, my family even was like, what's going on with you? Like...
But how we found out that we were pregnant with the twins is I had a hunch that I was pregnant, so I went to the grocery store and bought a test.
Found out very early on.
Yes, very early, like
compared to
2
Aubrey,
weeks.
I think it was, yeah, so we found out like when she was 2 weeks pregnant. With Aubrey, it was like
we had pregnancy scares, but I just knew something was different this time. So I went to the grocery store by myself. I bought one. I was just like, I'm just gonna buy one. I walk into the house, I immediately go take it. Ryan didn't know, and I came out and I was like, I just said Ryan, and he knew by the tone of my voice. I was like, that
because I knew she went to the bathroom, so like obviously that there's only one response, and like there's only one like tone of voice that she could have, and I like knew immediately. I was like, we're probably gonna have another baby.
Yes.
But it was at first it's a shock. Like we were still young. I mean, we're 2 now, so we're 22.
And were you working for Verizon?
I was still working, like, what was crazy, I was still working for Verizon, and when I first started, I was part-time, and I just switched locations and switched to full-time. So in my head, my mindset, I was like, you know what, this is gonna be great. Like, we have 1 child, like, we're gonna start, being able to have extra expenses and stuff like that. This is great. And then boom, let's take a step backwards again. And not backwards, I guess, it's just like, you know what, it's like grind time, like, all right. And then what the funny part was is that, like, down the line, because we found out 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks came by, and of course I was like getting more excited and getting more used to it. I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm ready for another baby. Like, this is exciting. Like, Aubrey's gonna have another sibling to play with. Like, hopefully it's my boy, like they'll be, brother and sister. And then 8 weeks comes by, first doctor's appointment, boom.
Twins.
Twins. I was like, again, take another step back and back to it, like, yeah.
I did not think that we were gonna have twins. My oldest sister has twins, and in my head, I was like, twins are out of the question. My sister has them, like, it's done. It's over. But
that's the funny story. She thought
twins.
Just because her sister's older, she was like, doesn't it skip a generation? And I had to kind of explain to her that her and her sister are the same generation.
That was an airhead moment. Okay, someone said, when are you married? What photos can I see? And the photo that I posted was not our wedding. We had 7 weddings this summer, and that was at one of the weddings. I actually caught the bouquet, so that's why Ryan and I were like posing like that. Yeah. You guys will definitely see photos when we get married.
We got our engagement video, down
below.
Yeah.
Can you see any resemblance in the behavior of the twins in comparison with Aubrey? How are they alike?
Emma is very kooky and crazy like Aubrey is. Like, Aubrey is very random. And then
Bubba's our timid, shy, reserved little boy. He can come out of his shell with us and like grandma and grandpa and everything, but for the most part on camera it's very hard to capture his personality just because he is so timid. He'll have a very sensitive nature about him. And Emma and Aubrey Aubrey's also very sensitive. They're all very sweet to each other, but Bubba's the most sensitive. Of the twins, who is older? Emma was born 2 minutes before her brother. Ryan's friend Cuddy asked, who's your favorite twin? I prefer Ashley Olsen. Who took the first courageous step to propose? Well, Ryan definitely did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we've always talked about it. She was definitely losing faith. Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh no, my eyes are gonna be watering.
Oh, man, she is not crying. I'm sitting here looking at her vest. And she thought it was reversible, I think. It's on inside out. Oh, man, that's funny. Here comes Chrissy's nervous laughter. Who knows if we'll be able to get through the rest of the questions.
No. I was not crying. That was so...
I'm sweating.
I was kind of thinking that it was... I think what made me laugh was you whisper.
I need to open up a window. It's hot in here now.
You should have said anything. Oh my gosh. How or where did you guys meet? I wish we had a better story.
So, like, we didn't start dating for a while, but the first time we ever met was
in
7th grade. We went to the same junior high and high school together, but we met in 7th grade. It was our speech and drama class. Chrissy was just very quiet, shy, just kept to herself.
Awkward. I was so awkward, you guys.
I was a very like outgoing person. Like, I like
very into sports, very not super preppy, but he dressed kind of preppy.
Shouts out to my sister for that. She's the reason for that for sure.
But yeah, we met then, and I always have had a crush on Ryan, but it wasn't until the end of junior year that we actually started dating.
Nope. It was like 2 weeks before school was out, and I asked her out in my car, and
on my birthday.
On her birthday in the school parking lot.
So romantic.
I gave her a giraffe, and in high school she had a passion for Range Rovers. So what did I do? Got a little Hot Wheels Range Rover for her. And then I was goofy, so that was her 17th birthday, and I got her a happy birthday, like happy 7th birthday card, and I just put a bunch of ones in front of it.
It was super cute. Those are fun times to look back on. You guys celebrate when you hit 10,000 subscribers? It was actually like right after midnight. Ryan was up for it, but I had fell asleep on New Year's Eve.
It was 50.
Oh, it was later?
It was like 1:54 a.m. It would have been really cool to like hit it just before, so then like we could count it down and been like super excited, but like for me,
either way we were so excited that we had even gotten that far within a month, like, and like, we celebrate every subscriber that we get. I guess we're just always like, oh my gosh, look.
Like, you know what, let's check right now, because you guys are amazing. Let's see, 11,637. We appreciate every single one of you. I'll never forget that, because we wouldn't be here right now doing this if it wasn't for you guys.
Yeah. How old are the pair of you? So, I'm 24.
I'm soon to be 25 here in 4 days. Quarter of a century.
How long does it take editing a vlog? Who does the uploading, editing? I upload and edit. It normally takes me not very long. I'm not very savvy with editing yet. To me, I think she's doing great. Like, I don't know. She's been grinding away. Like, she does everything. I think out of all the videos, I've probably only edited and uploaded 2 out of all of them, and that's like the life as a single dad one, and then the one before or after it. I think those are the only 2 I did. Super fun watching her, because like I have like a small tech background working in a wireless industry, but seeing her like upload, like loading all the footage and just like cutting it up, adding music to it, like, to me, I think she's gotten super savvy with it, but she's hard on herself. So but she's doing, like, I tell her every day like how proud I am of her and how scheduled she is, and she's on it. She uploads every day. It's crazy. How old were you when you guys had Aubrey? I was freshly 19, like 3 days before her, so. Yep. Before she was here.
I was 19.
How did it feel being young parents? It was definitely different than having the twins. You know, everyone wants to give you advice, whether you ask for it or not.
Yeah.
You're young, so you don't even know what's going on. Have you been to college or university?
Just visited. Never attended, for me personally.
I went to cosmetology school, so.
Yeah. I graduated high school and just went straight to work. Because, I mean, like we said, we had kids right outside of high school. So it was, you know, time
Crazy.
to work.
What was your reaction when you found out you were going to have twins? So we already talked about this a little bit, but it was crazy.
Yeah, it was intense.
I showed Ryan the ultrasound, and he just said the F word over and over.
Cause she, like, I'm a guy, I'm looking at it, I'm like watching TV. She's like, hey, do you want to see the ultrasound? I was like, yeah. I'm looking at it, I'm like,
I was
all
like,
right.
do you see something? And he was like, the baby's right here. And I was like, and I went like this.
She goes, I was like, looked at her, I was like,
Boop. Do you plan to have more children? Nope. No. I am content with our family.
oh yeah. This is,
This
don't
is
know.
it. I feel so complete. I don't know. I'm ready for, not ready for our kids to be older, but I'm excited for the future and where it takes us, and I'm ready to not have toddlers or babies and
yeah, I
stuff like that
think
again.
we're definitely past like the baby stage, like no baby fever for sure. Like,
Yeah, I'm excited to, like, my sister's having a baby soon. I'm excited to hold the baby and then give it back when I'm done.
Like, our kids are, I think, everything we wanted, like the way it is.
Many vloggers end up making YouTube as their full-time job once they start making enough money out of it. Will you ever consider doing the same?
This is something that we still talk about.
We talk about this a lot.
Like,
We have not yet got monetized, so we don't have like a clear answer because we don't know how much we could make.
and
Which-
like, we're not like, yeah, we don't have like the full experience yet of,
Yeah,
you know,
we don't know how much it brings in, or
we have zero idea.
what
We've
have
just
you.
been doing this for you guys, or like, well, for us and you guys, like,
yeah.
right now, yeah, we're not monetized
But
yet.
we've
like,
talked about it, and I don't know. Like I said, we're not there yet, so of course, who knows? I'm gonna never say never, but I'm also going to say that we would be very strategic about it, and it's important to me that Ryan has, you know, benefits and all that for our kids. How did your parents react when you became pregnant with Aubrey? So I told my mom, and she was just like, okay, like, let's make you a doctor's appointment and go see the baby, because at that time I hadn't had like an actual doctor. So I think I was 4 months along when I finally told my mom. And then my dad worked nights at the time, so he was sleeping during the day, so he was gonna wake up that night, and my mom was like, you have to tell your dad. So I had went and told my sister, and then they all came up to help me tell my dad, and we were all sitting at dinner, and my sister has twins, and so one of the twins was like, tell him, and I was like, I'm scared, and she was like, do you want me to?
we're like 7 years old.
So she was like, tell him, do you want me to tell him? And so she just blurted out, Chrissy's pregnant, and my dad just looked at my mom, and she was like, my mom goes, don't look at me, I didn't do it. And then I don't even remember what happened after that, but soon after dinner I went and sat on like a chair by myself, and he came over and was like, we'll figure it all out, and gave me a huge hug. And I have very supportive parents, so.
So do I was just,
He was terrified.
I was just terrified, but I don't know, I don't even like talking about it, like, just because I'm like very disappointed in myself.
Yeah, but see, like, I used to have huge problems talking about the past like that, and when I was pregnant with Aubrey, but now it's just, it is what it is. So Ryan was sitting there with his family, they were all hanging out, and I was texting him, and I was like, are you gonna tell your mom or not? Like, do I have to tell her? Because I had seen them at a store, his sister and mom at a store, and I had to hide from them because they hadn't seen me. they were like, are you and Chrissy broken up? And he was like, no, she's just busy with school. And
Yeah, I would just basically like make stuff up.
yeah, it was weird. But
Yeah.
he was just sitting there, and I was like, you have to tell them right now.
We were all sitting around like watching a movie, and I like was just sitting there real quiet. My mom knew something was up. She's like, what's going on? I was like, well, you know what, flat out, Chrissy's pregnant. And she, you know, she was like, are you
reaction
serious?
from a
like,
mom.
she was like, how far along, blah, blah, blah. And
I think
was
what
like, 6
shocked-
months.
yeah,
and
I
she was
think
just like,
what
are you serious?
yeah.
Like, you're now telling us this now. She's 6 months. That's why she hasn't been around. Like, why didn't you tell us?
I
Blah,
think
blah,
that
blah,
was
blah.
the worst part, is him waiting that long. So his family did not have
Yeah.
time to get used to it. And then we all met at Panera Bread the next day, and that was
super
so
awkward.
That was so awkward.
Yeah.
Just because they hadn't seen my belly yet. They just found out. But yeah.
That was the old me. Like, I very embarrassed of it for sure.
We don't even know.
It's okay though.
How did you and Ryan get through teen pregnancy and become financially stable to move out at a young age? I had to push Ryan to move out.
Because at the time, I was working, like, I was in, like, I left Foot Locker because there wasn't going to be enough pay. You know, went from job to job. And just, like, wanted to be financially ready. And Chrissy was just like, you know what, we're going to do this. Like, we have to do this. But, like, for the first...
tired of living at home.
Yeah, for the first 6 months, we lived with my parents of Aubrey. First 6 months of Aubrey's life, and then the second 6 months we lived at Chrissy's parents, and so it was just like it was always just weird because like I feel like we were taking up space and you know our parents' home, so it's like you know what.
Not only that, it was time to get out, like
Yeah.
have our own family, our own separate life from that.
And then after like a month, I was like, you know what, I'm super happy that she made me do this.
Yeah.
That she pushed me, like we need to do this, and like I was just like, you know what, this is cool. Like we have our own space.
It was fun to finally realize that like
No.
we're going home. I can cook in my own pots and pans, and
No.
I don't feel like I'm in anybody's way. What do each of your tattoos mean? So I'll say mine first since I don't have very many. I have Aubrey's name, which is obviously for Aubrey. I need to get Emma and Ryan's, but I don't know. I just haven't yet. And then I have a heart behind my ear, just because.
So I have a total of 4 tattoos. 3 out of the 4, by the way, were all done by one of my best friends, Andy, tattoo artist, does awesome work. Praying hands with an acronym that stands for Only the Family, just to, because, you know, I'm a firm believer in, you know, God and watching over us and stuff like that, and the Only the Family is just a reminder what's like really, really important. Like, always remember that family is most important. So I have on my chest, it's Aubrey Renee G, and then her handprints when she was like 7 months. When I got that one, of course she loved that one because it was
That was
for
his
her.
first one.
That was my very first tattoo. My second one was, I have a rose with grandma written here. It just says grandma, and then 4-leaf clover for my grandma who passed away, in 2014. And then I have a foo dog on my right leg. Takes up a lot
It's
of like,
huge.
It's a lot. Foo dog, it's like you see them in front of like Chinese temples and stuff like that. They're like the statues that's in front. They're basically like guardians. So I thought that would be really cool. So this one on my chest, the one Andy did not do, but the praying hands, the rose, and the foo dog that's on my leg, all 3 of those were done by him. So appreciate it, Andy, again.
What inspires you guys to become better people every day? Our kids, definitely.
Absolutely.
Aubrey is she's such a sweet person, and honestly, she inspires me to be a better person because she's just so
Selfless.
yeah, non-judgmental.
She's the most selfless 5-year-old. You know what? I'm bragging, whatever. But she's the most selfless 5-year-old I've ever. My sister asked her, like, what all did you ask Santa for Christmas? She goes, a dollhouse. And my sister's like, what else? that's all. Santa's busy. He has other toys to deliver to other kids. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I wanted to be in tears. Like, that was amazing. And then there was something else really recent as well.
Just everything.
I don't know.
When's the wedding? We have no idea.
She has a date in her head, but who knows?
I want it to be this year.
Yeah, we want it to be this year. She has a date of August 18th, 2018. 1818. Which would be super easy. Like, that'd be an awesome day to have it, but we'll see. I mean, that's in 9 months or 8 months.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see, yeah.
What are the best things about YouTube? I've always loved YouTube. I've been watching it since I watched like X-Sparkage and Juicy Star 07. I watched them years ago, and I've just kind of grown up with YouTube. I think the best thing about it is interacting with you guys, having this for our children in the future, to see just the way that Aubrey loves vlogging. If she can express herself that way, that's awesome.
This is the new age home videos.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be really awesome to look back on for as long as YouTube is around, and I'm excited. Like, this is a cool experience just to see, like, we have so many supportive people and subscribers that enjoy watching content. So.
I watch YouTube more than TV. We don't have cable, and I don't care because I watch YouTube.
Netflix and YouTube and like Hulu at the most. That's like all you need. And like I didn't get really into YouTube. Like, I would watch just like random videos, like, you know, your typical like, oh, funny videos off of YouTube and stuff. But I didn't start getting or like watching like a vlog or two up until
I introduced him to it. Someone said, where's the one place you would love to travel? I would love, love, love to go to London.
London would be awesome. For me, like, if we're talking just like a basic, like, standard vacation, would be like Hawaii. Of course, my mom was born there and lived there with my grandma and grandpa. Like, I'd love to go there, but I think like Okinawa, Japan would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
There's one other place that I had in mind. Well, like I've said, like Thailand before. That'd be kind of cool. It's like you can go to really like cool islands in like Thailand
and actually Greece. I'd like to go to Greece.
Oh yes.
A lot of you are from Greece, so.
If we're ever making it out in Greece, you can come meet us.
Yeah. Why did we decide to do YouTube? Just because I love YouTube, and why not?
Why not? Like,
why not?
It's not like it's gonna hurt us in any way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, might as well show you what it's like for young parents of 3 kids. Like, that's why that's kind of like why we did it. Like, we want to share our experiences and let you know, for the people that struggle out there, let you know that it gets better if you're struggling, and you can get through this. Like, being a young parent, no, it's not easy, but
it's not the end all be all though.
For us, the way we look at it, if we can do it, a lot of people can do it. Like, you guys can do it too.
If you could collab with a YouTuber, whom would it be? I don't know. Our channel's a family channel, so I don't know. Like, I haven't thought about collabs.
Yeah.
So.
I think it'd be cool, since we're both from Washington, like Judy and Benji.
Oh yeah.
That'd be really awesome just to meet them.
Yeah. That'd be cool. When will you get a P.O. box? I don't know.
I looked into it just because, I mean, there's a lot of you that, you know, you guys are wondering, like, oh, can we send you stuff? Which we're super grateful that you guys want to do that.
Is so
do not
sweet.
feel like you have to at all. But as far as a P.O. box, like, I've looked into it because
it costs money.
Yeah, and like we just thought about doing that just because it'd be, you know.
We don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll let you know, of course, and you know, if we do, we'll put it in our about section.
What were all 3 of your kids' first word? I wish I could tell you that I remember.
Mama or dada. Just,
yeah.
Like, I feel like that's always I mean, at least with us, all 3 of them. I think it was either mama or dada. I think Aubrey's was dada.
Yeah.
And then.
What kind of music do you like? We like rap.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of just like the hip hop industry
Drake.
In general. There's a countless amount of like rappers that I could list off, like Kendrick, Lamar, J. Cole.
I love J. Cole.
Travis Scott, Big Sean, you know, Kanye, Jay-Z. Those are always like the go-tos, and I listen to I feel like I listen to a lot of different hip hop, and like all my friends do. So we have like a group chat, and like every once in a while we'll throw in, hey, listen to this, hey, listen to that. This album came out, this album came out. And Migos, another, like, those 3 artists.
I love Def Leppard. I always will. And then I like some country. Ryan hates country.
Hate's a really strong word.
Well, he does not like it.
But it's accurate.
Okay.
I don't know, like, it's just not my music. I don't know, I just can't. Like, I'm just like rap and hip hop isn't, you know, some of your guys' music. Country, it just doesn't
Do it for
reach
me.
out to me in any way, like,
Anyway.
at all.
For Chrissy, how do you manage to be a mom of 3? I don't know, everyone used to ask when I had the twins, how do you do it? And it's because I have no choice, you just do it. So, I don't know. Have you 2 disagree about something? Of course, we have our disagreements.
All the time. Like what to eat.
Yes. What is one thing you like and one thing that you dislike about each other?
That's a trick question. This is a setup.
No, you dislike that I interrupt you.
Yeah, she interrupts me a lot. And then, like, I think we talked about this before, the whole, like, twitching thing she does.
Twitchy.
She'll, like, when we're, like, trying to sleep, she'll move her, like,
Oh.
both of her feet, like, basically, move, like, one twice and then the other.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you like about me?
everything else. No, like, I like the fact that she can, first of all, deal with me, because I'm a lot to deal with. She's one of the most loving people I've ever met. She's a great, fantastic mom. YouTube has shown me how much dedication she has and passion. And in my head, she's killing it, so.
One thing I like about Ryan is how good of a dad he is and how selfless you are. Like, I know he doesn't see it, but when he comes home from work, he immediately goes to the kids and helps me, and he could easily, like, sit down and eat dinner and, you know, like, just do his own thing and kind of wind down from himself, but he's just always just jumps in and helps me. So I told him that a while ago. And then one thing I dislike is how you leave your clothes on the side of the bed.
Because basically, like, you know, I stay up, play video games close to every night, and then I just
He takes his clothes off and leaves them on the side of the bed, and I've told him 80 times. Anyway.
I'm only human.
What is something you're proud of as a mom? I'm proud of how sweet my kids are to each other. They don't have to be that way, but they just are that way. So, what plans do you have for the twins' B-Day? We just want to take them somewhere fun.
Yeah.
We're not going to have a party or anything.
Nah.
No, not for 2-year-olds. We did that with Aubrey, and it's just too much. It's stressful, and the kids have no idea what is going on. They don't know why everybody's in their face and what have you, so yeah.
I think that pretty much
I think that's all the questions that we could get through. This video is already long, so I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if we skipped you, but we don't want this to be like an hour.
I don't think anyone, like, you guys watch our vlogs every day, but I don't think anyone wants to just watch us for like
800 days.
nearly an hour
Yeah.
of just talking.
Yeah.
But thank you for all your questions. If we didn't get to them, we apologize.
Just ask us below and I'll answer you that way.
Yeah, and then also for the ones that we may have skipped, or if you had other questions, we'll use those questions as our fact of the day.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for your questions. Thank you for your support ultimately.
If you haven't already, subscribe, set the notifications so you can see our daily uploads. We appreciate you. 11,000, probably almost 700 maybe, hopefully now.
Yeah.
But we appreciate every single one of you. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye guys.
Bye.